What is going on, guys? Let's see here. Just getting situated and everything. All right. Man, it's dark in here. Let me kick this thing up. We got Jeff coming a little bit. All right. Nice, nice, nice. What is up, Jeff's Customs RC? BD Tennessee popped in here first. He said, "Give me a wrench too." I'm using StreamYard, and so I don't think I can get wrenches in there. I don't know why the format is different than what it is for everybody else. But BD, you get first dibs, man. You popped in here first. That is awesome. What's up, guys? Thanks for checking in. Craig Bevan, what's up, guys? Jeff's Custom RC. I was just thinking about you, buddy. I was just thinking about you and seeing how you were doing. I watched your show the other night, man. Good times, good times. The Hanger, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. I don't know if you saw, but I added you to my my Facebook group, so you're in there, man. We got you up there. Nice with the Hobby King video, guys. Nice, nice, nice. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check that out, dude. Open a separate tab and click the dots right of my comment. Then set as mod. Yeah, I've tried that. Oh man, we got Victor RC in here. He says, I don't know if you can in Steam. Yeah, I don't think I can in this one. It doesn't work like YouTube. And I possibly might switch to YouTube and do that. Oh, no problem, The Hanger. I don't mind supporting good people, man. That's kind of where I'm at. That's how I was brought up. So, speaking of good people, Raleigh Hobby Shop, they are a really good place to go and pick up a couple of things, and they can drop ship, whatever you want. Matter of fact, I believe they have coming to them the pre-order for the new E-Flight F-16 80mm. So we're going to talk about that too. So absolutely. But good to have you in here, Victor RC. Victor, man, I have a good time with your channel. You're a funny guy, and it looks like your wife is a good sidekick for you there, or she's probably not a sidekick and you're the sidekick. But no, she seems like the madness behind your machine, so that's always good. I was there, Hanger 51 live stream. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome, Michael Raj, good to see you, man. Yeah, don't forget to check out zoomrc.net too. I've ordered stuff from them, and let me tell you, those dudes are very fast about shipping their products to you. Very, very, very fast, and even throwing some extras in there too. So don't forget about those dudes. But he seems to be doing really, really well. So we've got a couple of topics we're going to talk about tonight. We got Jeff will be joining in later. I just talked to him. He's getting some stuff ready, and he'll be dropping in a little later. But let's talk about it, man. Draco overload. I put that as a topic because, dude, everywhere you turn, it's Draco. I have to say, they are probably, man, their marketing machine is excellent. So, I think that if they do as good as they did on the Draco as they did for the F-16 80mm, man, they're going to be having a heck of a year, it looks like. And it looks like nobody can find any of these Dracos anymore. They're like the purple unicorn. Let's see. Jeff Custom said, "How about that new F-16, Bobby?" Man, I like it. I think it's okay. Let's talk about it. The new E-Flight 80mm F-16 is available. It comes with the FMS 2100 KV Inrunner. So I'm kind of excited about it. I will say this. I've got a Freewing 90mm F-16, so I don't know if I'm gonna run out and go get it, right? I don't feel like I need to run out and get it, but I'm gonna get it. Y'all know I'm gonna get it because I gotta check it out, review it, see how it is, and then everybody knows I'm gonna cook that sucker off once I get done with it. So But yeah, and my F-16 from Freewing has been upgraded to 8S. So, I'm kind of like I'm gonna stick with my 8S for now. But my buddy Jeff he's gonna get it. I might end up getting it. I am. So, but yeah, Jeff agreed with me. He said same here. Once you go 8S, man, it's really difficult to kind of want to go back to 6S, I think. But Victor said no motion releases too. Yeah, man. I'm like, this is like the perfect time for Motion RC to punch in and say, "Hey, E-Flight, check what I got out." So, but I feel like it's like playing poker. You know what I mean? It's like they're holding their cards and they're like, let's let E-Flight have their moment and get it out of their system, and then we're gonna come in with a left hook and boom. So it's very possible. It's very possible. So let's see. Craig Bevan said E-Flight model with the FMS thrust unit. Yeah, man, it's got the 2100 FMS in there, right? So, more or less, I think it's obviously going to be a great airplane. I watched Pilot Ryan fly it, and it looks like a really good airplane. I think we can all agree it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. So, very happy about that. The sound looks good. So I was watching a video and trying to see some of the vertical, and I don't know what you guys think, but what do y'all think about the vertical and its flight characteristics? Are you guys feeling like pretty propelled to go out and get it? So let me see. Michael Raj. Okay, cool. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. He said the cost of this hobby is going up, guys. First the Draco and a $500 80mm remake. Hold on to your pantaloons. It's true. I would agree with you, man. I'm like, at some point, the bubbles got to bust, right? So, but we also know that this hobby is like, we do this because we have disposable income that we can afford to spend $600 on foam, servos, and electric, right? So, I guess it's supply and demand what it breaks down to. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I just, I like the Draco. The Draco was cool. I had a ball flying it. But for me, it's really not my cup of tea. I don't even like tea. I like coffee. So that says it right there. But no, man, I'm kind of like Jeff over there, Jeff's Customs. He likes it. It looks cool. It's very scaled out. It's a great flyer. But I feel like for me, I have more fun with the EDFs, right? So, but yeah, I definitely think as a scale foam airplane, you can't find a better one out there. Like you just can't. I don't know of anyone at that price point that is scaled out the way they did it. I mean, they did a good job. So let's see here. Victor he says, I'm not sure I'll be getting the little F-16. Yeah, Victor, I'm with you, man. I think that I know you have the 90mm too, right? And I just don't see a point in going from a 90 to an 80. And I have the 70. I have the Freewing 70mm version too. So for me, I'm like, I got the 70 and I got the 90. I don't even fly my 70 very much as it is, so I don't really see the point in getting the 80. But I'm on the fence, man. I change with the winds with my stuff, so we'll have to see. But yeah, Craig, yeah, man, it has a 21 kV FMS motor in there, so that tells me this is that FMS is paying attention to us, us meaning us guys in the hobby, you guys at home, because they've realized that we're buying the 2100s, throwing whatever is in the EDFs, that what it comes with stock, we're throwing that out, and we're buying the 2100s and throwing them in there. So they are listening to us directly, indirectly, right? Pretty cool. I'm with you, Jeff. I think we need bigger EDF jets. We definitely need bigger EDF jets. I think if once you get to like the 80, 90, I mean, where's the 105s at, right? Like we need a good 105 at a good price point. We need a good 120, but I know it seems like for every 10 millimeters we go up, it goes up $200 per millimeter, right? So yeah, guys, thanks. Hit the like button if you get a chance. The YouTube algorithm. Everybody talks about the algorithm, but that is a real thing, dude. It's like literally a real thing. So if you guys can hit that, that will help out me and help out the channel, so I can keep doing this stuff and we can all nerd out together on RC airplanes. I love it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff, it's really expensive for an 80 millimeter. It is, and that's another thing I have a problem with too. Facebook user. Let's see. If you're on Facebook and you're dropping in there, put your name in there so I can see who you are, because it doesn't show me. It just says Facebook. You see what I see right there in the image. So let's see. If Freewing does anything as far as a remake, they need a twin 90 miller F-22. That would be amazing. And if they do a twin F-22, they can't do a 70 mil. We got to get like an 80 or a 90 twin, right? Give us what we want, man. Give the people what they want. Then we don't have a problem like, throwing out the money and making it rain and all that stuff on them. Give us good quality stuff, man. We'll pay. The Banana Hobby L39 106 millimeter is sweet. Victor, I believe, has one, and it is amazing. I watched this video and was like, it's the 105 millimeter. But I sat there and watched him fly that thing, and I was like, Victor, put another video out, man. I want to see it. So I was watching YouTube, going down the rabbit hole, just watching that. Pretty cool. Victor says, got 180 miller, got two 90s and two 80s. Yeah, so been pretty happy about that. So, but, yeah, man, I would be good with the 105. I just love the power that they put out, right? After you go from 80 millimeter to 90 millimeter to 105, or you go 6S to 8S, man, there's no comparison of the power. There's no comparison of the power. What's going on, Chris Griff? Thanks, man, for popping in, buddy. Here with the 22 comment. Okay, that was you. Good. Yep. What's going on, guys? If you're on Facebook and you're joining in the conversation, drop your name in there so I can see who you are. Or you can slide over, go to YouTube and look under RCPlanereviewer and drop into the comments, man, and give it a thumbs up, right? Awesome. Let's see here. Chris Griff. Awesome. So Jeff's Custom said, this is one I want, guys. The HSD T33 105 is awesome as well. And here's the thing, like, I really like the way, everybody likes the way the T33 flies. And the L39, I think hands down, those are probably the best large-scale jets that you could possibly get. What do y'all think? What if HSD came out with a giant scale F-22? I would run out and probably give those guys my money, right? All these airplanes you see behind me, I would probably sell that one to get that, right? So, and I don't know if you guys have watched Hamilton's Hangar. He's working on the L39 as well, and that's the balsa one that they provide off of Motion, and it's a Black Horse, and it looks really good. So I want to see what kind of flight performance he gets, and then I'm gonna make a decision if I go that route or not, right? The problem is this: it's very hard for us to, like, for me to jump from a foam EDF that has everything in it that's ready to go, and then having to buy a balsa airplane and have to individually buy that stuff, right? So that's my hang up. This weekend the L39 is going up. Good, Victor. Hey, make sure you get your wife to videotape it, right? I like nerding out on that stuff. Mike Ross says, I'm serving for the Balsa L39. Got enough birds now to fill the ark. Brother, you're not kidding, dude. I never really say this, but I literally walked into my hangar garage and looked around and said, I think I had too many, right? We don't say that, but I said that. So I might be addressing, I might finally be listening to what my wife's been telling me. Oh, man. Mason Jackson RC, what's up, guys? Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Jeff's Custom RC's in the house. Jeff said, Bobby, you'd sell them. Jeff, you know I would absolutely sell them. I tell you guys, first and foremost, I have no loyalty to my remote control airplanes. They're all here for, they're here. I fly them very, very good, and then they find a home. It's just true, man. Jetman, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you in here. Thanks for popping in. Glad you guys popped in. We're doing the late show tonight. I appreciate all you guys popping in. We've got Noons. What's up, Noons? How's it going, buddy? I like your channel too, by the way. I watch a couple of your videos. Got some good stuff there. We've got Jackson RC Aviation in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Just doing a quick roll call, man. I really appreciate you guys popping in and joining in the conversation. Facebook user, drop your name in there so we know who you are. It says, what's up, YouTube, again. Yep. But Gator RC does make really good airplanes, right? They really do. But I'm telling you, it's been super impressed with the quality of the balsa airplanes that are coming out. So, and like I told you guys before, I started out flying gas and nitro prop planes and made this endeavor into EDF jets. And I got sucked in, man. I just got sucked in. The speed, the noise, and I like the challenge that it is to fly. So, BD Tennessee said, once you fly a balsa jet, you'll see it's more effort to build, but worth it. Yeah. And like, for me, that's a part of the journey, right? Like, I enjoy building these airplanes. I enjoy like sitting in the garage and, twiddling around and putting these things together. I mean, you take something out of nothing, you assemble it, and it's the best feeling when you take it off and you do the maiden flight and it goes well and you land it and you're like, I did that, right? I can't be alone in that. It's just a good feeling. So, man, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Let's see here. Jeff, you definitely got to get that P47 up, man. It's been way too long. You guys in the room, tell Jeff at Jeff's Customs RC to hurry up and get that gas 4-stroke P47 that he bought probably about 3 or 4 months ago up in the air, right? We need to see it. Oh, man. And Jeff, you're going to Maiden the SU-30 this weekend? Yeah, dude, you will like that airplane. With the SU-30, the CG is key, and it's a really good flying airplane. And that's another one. Hey, Victor, do you have the SU-30, by the way? I meant to ask you. Jackson RC Aviation, he has a bunch of jets too, man. He's got a bunch of airplanes. I'm pretty impressed with that with the E-Flight F-16 that they're talking about, right? I'm trying to pull it up real quick. Let's see here. I'll show you guys what we're talking about. They just came out with it, and it's all scaled out. And like I said, I have the FMS version of it, and to me, it is very similar, very, very similar to what Freewing did. I said FMS, but it's the Freewing. And I'm telling you, man, it's pretty nice looking. They did a good job with all the the scale features and adding everything in there, but I definitely like what they're doing. And if it flies very light, if it has a light wing loading, then it's going to be dead on, right? I think it's going to be a good jet. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it's kind of an airplane that's been beat a lot, like they've done a bunch of renditions of it? Do you think that they should have came out with something else? What do you guys think? Because I think they could have come out with something different, but if it works for them, then it works for them, right? And look, they actually just started coming out with ARF pluses now. I just noticed that. You can go on Horizon Hobby and pre-order an F-16 ARF plus, and that's very interesting because I've never seen them do that before, right? And I will let me show you guys, and you can see it. Let me share my screen, and then you guys can see it. And then you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Boom. There it is, right? So you can see the F-16 right here. 369 bucks for the ARC Plus, right? Super scaled out. It looks really good with the bombs, right? I actually enjoy having this right here because if you have a less than perfect landing, that little buddy right there is going to help you out. That's cool. But it looks pretty good. I fly off of grass, so I'm wondering about the wheels right here, right? So I think that'll work out. But in this picture, it looks a little small to me, right? I don't know. So I'd be interested to see. And I watched the video that Pilot Ryan had of it, and it looked, it just looked a little. It looked really good. It flew really good. It sounded amazing. But I just was, wondering about um, how it would fly. I wonder how it flies with all this ordnance on there, right? It looks good, but how does it do, with all that ordnance on there, right? So, and then this is the one. No, same pictures they got for everything. But it's a nice, dude. Look at that. That's super aggressive, right? That looks really, really good. It looks really good. They did a good job with it. I'll say that. And I took the quick view of it. So, like I said, what do you guys think, right? What do you guys think about that? Let's see here. Yeah, Jeff said it's a lot of drag. Absolutely, I noticed that. Noon said hard to pass. With the 5K lipo, it's going to be heavy, I think. I would agree, dude. You have to drop like a 3300 and to get it light enough if possible. Landing gear looks like they'll break. Landing gear looks like it's the same landing gear that I saw on the F-18. And I watched the F-18 come in, and it took a beating. So if they're the same like proprietary blend, I honestly think it's going to be pretty good. Let's see. What's up, Paul Hatcher? What's going on, guys? Let's see. Jetman. He says, yeah, I think I might add that E-Flight F-16 to my hangar. If you don't have an F-16 in your hangar, you got to have an F-16 in your hangar. You just do. Paul Ryan did an impressive job flying it. He did. He really did, Timothy. And I really liked that he did a really good job of showing like its true flight characteristics, how it landed, and everything. I also noticed that it had the same thing that my Freewing 90 millimeter doesn't have, and that's flaps. So it doesn't have flaps either. And I was kind of like, man, it would be nice to have flaps on that, but to keep it scale, I guess it doesn't need it. Yeah, guys, if you get a chance, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, man. I'd really appreciate it. It's easy to do. Jackson RC Aviation says, I really don't want to buy another plane, but I guess I'll have to. I'm with you, man. What's up, Paul? God Plumber, what's going on, dude? He says, you guys are very informative. Yeah, well, we try, If we can all get together and save each other a couple of bucks, man, and get us a pretty cool couple of airplanes, by George, that's what we're going to do, right? B. Diddy, what's going on 350? It is smaller for sure, right? I thought it was. I honestly did. And I looked at it and I was kind of like, I'm on the fence about it, but, I'll probably, you guys know, I'll probably end up getting it. So cool. Timothy, thanks for the thumbs up, dude. Let's see. I'm pretty on the fence about it. I think it looks pretty good. So Facebook user, you can put your name in there. I like the new F-16, but the gear looks flimsy and not that great for grass, which sucks. Yeah, I fly for grass too, man, and that is my main concern with the new jets they're coming out with, right? I have to be aware of the grass. That's going to give it drag, right? And then we got to be aware of the grass getting sucked into the ducted fan inlet, right? So, all you guys that are spoiled and have surface runways, you guys are lucky, man. You're definitely lucky. Jackson R said he didn't hover the F-16. He didn't, did he? Maybe if he pops in here, we'll ask him if he can hover that for us, right? What's going on, High Anxiety RC? I'm glad you popped in, man. Thank you. Try to make sure I acknowledge all you guys that pop in here. Super, super happy to have you here on a Thursday night. It is the late show, and I got all you guys hanging out, man. It's very cool. Let's see. Facebook user said rather have the F-16 than the Draco. Yeah, man. And we're going to talk about the Draco, right? And I started it out on this channel with it tonight, and we'll go back to that. But I mean, we'll talk about the Draco. Guys, if you don't know, I already have the Draco. I did the video of the Draco, and then I did the dueling Draco video. So if you haven't seen it, click on my channel and look at the videos. And they're actually pretty fun, man. I had a lot of fun with the Draco, believe it or not. And that's not normally my thing. Like that, I don't normally care too much for the electric airplanes, the prop planes, because to me it's kind of boring after a while. But I'll get into the Draco and my thoughts on it with you guys here in the next 5 minutes, for sure. Chris Graff, oh man, we got 82nd Airborne up in here. Cool, man. I got a paratrooper. My dad was 82nd Airborne. Let's see. Not buying another F-16. Well, maybe it's bigger than my 70 millimeter. I will say, going from 70 to 80 millimeter is a big difference. You'll see a difference. He said sturdy landing gear for grass. Let's see. Jared Kirby, what's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Got a full house in here. Keep popping in and popping out, popping in and popping out. Victor RC, he says, even if it's a bad asphalt surface, it's still better than grass. Yeah, you're right. I saw a couple of guys. They were flying out like in the desert, I guess on like some salt flats. And I was wondering if they ever suck up any of like, debris from that, right? Because that could chip the fins on your EDF if you're not careful. I just always thought about that. But, I mean, these guys are flying turbines out there, so I guess they don't care. I guess it must not be an issue. But I don't know. I've never been to a salt flat or dry climate like that. So, Jeff RC said, what you selling? Jeff, I always got something to sell, man. I always got something. I've got a 12-foot Telemaster Senior, a 12-foot wingspan that is massive that I'm selling. So if you got a trailer, man, you can come get it, dude. It flies awesome. It flies really awesome. I just need the room for all this stuff that is in my man cave. So it's very, very funny. But Hindsight said the Draco's cool, but really boring. I like to hear people's input on that. Jeff says, I think it would be, for me, boring after a while. Yeah, it's kind of like a Cub. You fly a Cub not because you're going to do crazy stuff with it. You fly the Cub because it's peaceful and relaxing and easy to do. Like, it is what it is. The Hanger said, Utah has the best salt flats. Yeah, I've gone down a rabbit hole on YouTube and Discovery Channel, and I've watched some dudes do the high speed, like trying to break the speed records out there. That just blows my mind. These guys are getting like 300, 400, 500 miles an hour on the ground. Let's see. Guys, don't forget to check out the Hangar, by the way. I wanted to give you guys a heads up on them too. So make sure you check out the Hangar. If you enter in the code RCPR 2021, that's RCPlanereviewer 2021, you get a savings of 10% off of the aircraft that they have. If you've never been to their website, check it out. They've got some really cool light aircraft that are ridiculously overpowered, and they fly amazing. So he's got a bunch of videos of them up there, so you know what you're looking at. But if you get a chance, take a look at it. I'm going to grab one or two and do a review on them, and you guys can actually get to see it. But dude, it's pretty cool stuff. So like I said, don't forget to check out the Hangar. Enter in the code RCPR 2021, and do the Hangar a solid. Good old American company, just trying to do great by us, right? Trying to grow the hobby, one airplane at a time. Let's see. The grass field gear is a main feature. I like for bird. Yeah, our grass field is smooth, but it still won't be the gear. Yeah, I'm right with you, That's kind of like mine. I have a really good field. It's really nice and compact. I think it's zoysia or centipede. It might be a mixture of both. But yeah. So it's compact. But I noticed the last time I took my EDF jet out there, it was the SU-30 that I had. I took that out there, and I was doing a takeoff run, and I noticed it had full power, and then it backed down on power on its own. And I was like, what in the world's going on? So I taxied it back around and full throttled it, and I noticed it started bogging down again. So I brought it to the pits, and I looked at it. I was like, what in the world's going on? I flipped it over, and guess what? A bunch of debris and grass clippings got sucked into the cheater holes, the inlets, and it was robbing it of power. So things to think about. Things to think about, right? But I think E-Flight does a good job of thinking about that for us too. Craig Bavin, he said, my dad was 82nd Airborne in 55. Cool, man. My dad was 82nd Airborne in 68 and 69. He did a tour in Vietnam. Actually did 2 tours in Vietnam. Yep. Sure did, man. Let's see. Draco doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, a lot of people I've noticed said that, right? And a lot of people, like I said, we're going to talk about it here in about the next 2 minutes about the Draco, in my honest opinion. And I can give that to you guys because I'm self-funded, so I don't have to filter what I say. Not saying that the other guys don't do that, but I'm just not, attached by anything. So Victor says they have FOD covers on the term version. Okay. I was wondering about that. I wonder if the FOD covers like hurt any of the like performance, right? I'm sure it doesn't. I don't know. I need to know more about that, right? And that's the cool thing about this hobby is like small things like that. I have no clue, but I'm going to research it and find out, right? That's cool. And thank you guys for popping in here, man. We got Chris Grit in the house. Very, very cool. Craig Bevin, what's going on, guys? Chris Grit said the Draco does it for him, man. He likes it. I like it too. I mean, it looks cool. Here's the thing. Somebody sat down and was like, let's go crazy with this thing, right? We're going to put lights all over it, identical to the real thing. We're going to put lights inside the cockpit and make it look scale, right? I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's just got a cool factor of 1,000, I think. Chex Narcy said that's why Mason and I have different flying style. Mason, his balls to the wall flying. Me, just laid back and flying. Yeah, dude, I watch your channel too, and yeah, I like the difference. I like seeing different flyers, right? It's for me. I fly pretty much everything, but I fly pretty kind of laid back, easy going. I'll get crazy and I'll pull out my Yak 54 and then go get stupid with it. But my buddy Jeff, that you've seen on the channel, he should be here any minute now. Jeff will go and just go from 0 to 1,000 and just fly everything. He doesn't even set up dual rates, right? He's wide open, man. And I like that. He's fearless too, kind of like I am. I'm like, hey, if you crash it, you crash it. Let's see. Chris says, but I will say I only ordered it because I wanted one ever since I saw the full scale. Yeah, dude, they're cool. I wanted the Wilga. I've always wanted one of those Wilgas, man. I thought they were cool. Wilga. Lyndon Stewart, what is going on, God? The Drake and Maiden flight was great. The 2 cracks in the air are awesome. Yeah, man. Look, I had a lot of fun with my buddy Doug flying the Dueling Dracos. I had such a good time doing that. That was so much fun. We flew that thing, and then we flew it to the end of the day. I think I went through like 5 packs. Had such a good time. It's fun when you have other airplanes like that up there. Let's see. Jetman said, good tip on the SU-30 grass issue. I need to think about that. Yeah, it's true. It's really true. So because I've bought jets before, and I'm all excited about it, right? And it was the Freewing F-35. I got it to the airfield, and I sat it down, and it struggled to get off the ground. And I was like bummed out because I really wanted that to work out. And I flew it twice, and it was just a struggle to get it off the ground. So I ended up selling it off because I didn't want it. Yeah, I didn't want to tear it up. It was too pretty. A bigger one of those would be cool, but that F-35, man, that's a money pit. If Facebook user said go fast or go home, I'm with you on that one, dude. You know, if I wasn't so concerned about puffing lifebows and killing them and shortening their life, I mean, I would fly full throttle all the time and set the timer for 2.5 minutes and be done with it. What is going on, Zach Marshall, my buddy? What's going on, man? What is going on? He popped in here. Nice, nice. Let's see. So, let's talk about the Draco overload, right? Like overload. I'm overloaded on the Draco, man. It's everywhere, right? Everybody seems to like it. It's a pretty hot ticket item. Like it's doing extremely well to the point where you can't find them. And I like the way mine flies. I had a good time flying it. If you haven't seen the video, go into the channel and watch my videos on it. I've got 2, actually 3. I go into great detail in it, but like everybody is doing it, and I like that. But I'm just kind of like, man, all right, we did the Draco. It came in and hit really hard. Everybody got it. Everybody either loves it or they hate it, or they think it's beautiful, or they think it's an ugly. Somebody said a red dragon, which I think it's cool looking. But yeah, man, are you guys overloaded on it too? Like, are you guys tired of seeing it? I mean, E-Flight's marketing like hit a home run on that one. I will definitely say. But what do you guys think about it, right? LJ Hobby Life, what's up, man? LJ Hobby Life, I saw that video of the what is that? Of the Goshawk, dude. It looked pretty good. But what do you guys think about the Draco, right? No Draco for Timothy Tout. He says it's not his cup of tea. I'm kind of, I enjoyed it, and I think that it'll be an airplane that I'll keep for a little bit. I'll keep it for a little bit, and then I will probably cook that bad boy off and go to the next thing, because I'll get tired of flying it, I think. But that's just my flying style. But here's the cool thing about the Draco that a lot of people are finding out, right? Here's the secret. So you get the Draco and you think it's gonna fly like your normal top wing trainer, right? Wrong. You have to use rudder with that airplane, and they actually have it mixed in to, I guess, the board on that. So when you do it left aileron, the rudder, goes, in synchronization with that to make your turns a little bit better, because what that airplane actually does is, and if you watch the video that I did, my buddy Doug did his Maiden right there with me. He noticed that it would roll to the left, but it wouldn't necessarily turn to the left, right? So I told him, you have to roll and you have to mix in rudder to make that tail come around. So that's the key to that airplane that a lot of people are finding out. And most people are like, dude, they've never flown an airplane where you have to use rudder. Well, most of my big top wing airplanes, you have to use rudder to kind of turn that thing around, or it's just going to roll for you left and right. It feels awkward if you're not used to it. So just know that when you get it, you are going to have to either mix in rudder to your ailerons, or you're just going to use that thumb like I did and mix in the rudder to it and slide that sucker around. That was the big surprise, that everybody that got it, they were like, dude, this thing flies like junk. And I'm like, no, you've got to use your rudder, man. And as soon as I mixed in the rudder, they were like, it's just like the Carbon Z Cessna. Absolutely like the Carbon Z Cessna. And if there's any way that I can explain how the Draco feels when you're flying it, it is like a mixture of the Carbon Z Cessna and a clip wing Cub. Not like the full wing Cub, but a clip wing Cub, which is a little bit more aerobatic, and it's a little quicker. Like it's more, aerobatic. So yeah, you're gonna have to do some yanking and banking on that thing. And look, it flies really, really good. So you'll mix in opposite, rudder into that when you're flying it. So, and it just flattens it out. But I did knife edges with it. It did perfectly fine. I mean, it's an airplane that is a good flyer. But I noticed right off the bat that if you're not careful, it will bite you, and you'll definitely have to fly it. Like you definitely have to fly it all the way down to the ground, because I noticed that when I chop the throttle, it sinks. And it's not going to tip stall or anything like that just because of the way it's made, but it sinks. And so when you come in, you're definitely going to have, some power, the screw going on the front, the propeller dragging it through the air. Much different than an EDF. So, but that was my take on it. I thought it was a good airplane. It looks really good. The lights are awesome. It's got a cool factor of 100. But it is what it is. So that's my take on it, guys. So, but what do you guys think? I mean, everybody's doing it. You see a bunch of videos of it. I got to the point where I was like, man, I'm overloaded on it, right? Everybody's covered everything about that airplane, every nook and cranny, and it's a cool plane. So I think that's it. Let's see. Chris says he'll keep it for those lazy fun days. Yeah, you're right. Jackson RC said our Draco's still in the box. We'll fly it in a month or two when the flare wears off. Yeah, man. I got it. I got it. Yep. LJ Hobby Life. What's up, buddy? He says that's how the Carbon Z Cessna is. See? Boom. And I agree with you, Jeff. Everybody should learn how to fly with rudder. Why? Because crosswind landings, that's it. Crosswind landings, dude, you're going to rudder sucker, turn that sucker around, man. But yeah, so, and if you're not used to using rudder, some people don't ever use it, or they just mix it in and they don't really know how to manipulate it, but it's super effective. And if you're a 3D guy or you do aerobatics, and you know what the rudder does, right? And yep, let's see. Chris Griff said you fly every airplane to the ground. That's right. My motto is you either fly it to the ground or you fly it into the ground. And I've done that a couple of times actually. But let's see. LJ says he likes the performance flights. P-51 loves rudder. I've never really had a bunch of P-51s. I've had the smaller 60 size. I've never had like a 30cc. And I never really, for me, I didn't care for the P-51, how it flies. My buddy Zach in here, Zach Marshall, he's going to be mad that I said that because he's like the P-51 guru, man. That guy loves them. LJ Hobby Life said, I can't watch any more builder inbox videos. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm with you on it. I honestly feel like that airplane got so much publicity so quick. It hit really, really hard. I was like, boom, overload. And then I started watching you guys' channel and started looking at the stuff that you guys put out, right? To kind of hit the reset button. So I am good with the Draco. BF 109 will bite you faster than anything if you don't use rudder. I can imagine. I bet that has that high-speed stall. Just looking at the angle of attack on the wing. Let's see. Take off as well. Yep. Victor RC said, sorry, dinner. Hey, it's no problem, dude. Hey, dinner comes first where I come from. I'm over here eating my kids' jelly beans right there. Y'all see that? From Easter. They're in bed, so I can do stuff like this. A lot of rudder in 3D. Yep, you're right, Mason. I'll watch you do a couple of your videos, man. You do some good 3D flying too. You're pretty on spot. LJ Hobby Love said, I'm so used to using rudder, flying FPV. When I was flying drones, and I was heavy into the drone zone FPV, rudder is like the only way you can get that sucker to turn around. So, Ashton Jones, what's up, Ashton? How you doing, man? Good seeing you in here. Let's see. Speaking of, let's talk about my greatest and latest purchase, right? This airplane I'm getting ready to talk to you guys about is one of it used to be the very best seller E-flite had in the UMX version, right? And it actually got bumped out by the A10. And how do I know this? Because I saw the stats myself. And so that little A10 right there bumped out this little guy right here, right? Boom. Huh. Everybody's like, man, why are you bringing these little tiny, like little micros on here? This is probably the best flying little airplane I have seen. Um, and it is crazy how well this thing flies, right? Three bladed prop, brushless little motor in there, and it's got lights galore through it. I mean, honestly, it's got lights galore. What are they gonna do with the battery? That battery laying around here somewhere. I was gonna plug it up and show you guys all the lights. It's like a Christmas tree, but it is it flies amazing. And I know you guys are like, well, Bobby, why would I buy a small airplane when I want to fly big stuff, right? I can fly this in front of my house. Like, I can fly this literally in front of my house, and it flies super slow. It's a STOL airplane, and it flies really, really good. I'm literally going to take this to the beach with me, and I'm going to fly this thing at the beach and just have a great time. But it flies super duper good. I mean, it's a great flying airplane. So, guys, if you get a chance, think about the Turbo Timber. It's a STOL airplane, and it flies really good. It's got flaps. It's got lights here, lights here, lights here, lights there. I mean, it's ready to go. But if you get a chance, it's like 130 some bucks, but it is the best flying little airplane that you could possibly get, man. It's awesome. And it's somewhat cute, right? I don't know. But it flies really well. So everybody needs a UMX. Jared Kirby, you're absolutely right. It's an excellent flyer. Jeff's Custom's got one right there. He says you can master the 109 if you take off. I mean, it's true, but dude, if you have an extra $100 or so and you want a fun little airplane to fly, this is your guy. And that is not a shameless plug. This is just the facts, man. This thing flies so cool. And it's small, right? I'm going to the beach, and guess what? I'm bringing this little guy to me with the beach. I'm going to fly this thing on the beach and all over the place. And it can handle some wind, man. It's pretty neat. So I'm super excited about it. It's got lights down here at the bottom. I mean, it's got lights here, there, inside, and on the bottom, a flashing light up top right there. I mean, it's cool. And it has the safe and the AS3X too. So I'm super stoked about it, right? I mean, I know it's a little tiny airplane. I got giant stuff back there, but dude, it's cool. It's just cool. If you love airplanes and you love the hobby, you're going to like little stuff like that, man. It doesn't hurt. It's still cool to like the small stuff, right? You can like the small stuff and the big stuff back there. I think it's cool. Ashton Jones said it's a good plane. He knows because he's flown it. But yeah, man. So let's talk about another topic here. So we covered the Draco, right? We talked about that. We definitely talked about the Motion RC 10% price increase that's coming. We all know that's coming there, right? That's a big bummer. And we did talk about the Hangar RC. Make sure you guys go over there and check them out. They got some good stuff over there. But also, don't forget to thank and say hello to the good guys, the good people at RaleighHobbyShop.com if you get a chance. I said pre-order your E-Flight Draco. I'm serious about that. You can pre-order it because you're not going to find it anywhere else. So, yeah, man, if you get a chance, I saw something somewhere that said the Draco was on pre-order till 2022. Is that right? That can't be right. That's crazy. Let me see what you guys say in the comments here. Jeff's Custom said, anyone, nope, that's Jeff Kirby. He says, anyone else have a Bighorn by O&P? I saw that Bighorn. It looks like a nice Tundra airplane, right? With the big wheels. One of the most fun planes I've ever had. I'm going to have to try that one out. Jeff's Custom says, I also have the MiG-15. It's super sweet. I haven't flown that MiG-15, but I saw it, though. Ashton Jones says, I love that plane. Michael said, Jared, I love mine. Just finishing up the O&P 540 Edge. LJ Hobby Life said F-16 80mm. Hey, we talked about it, LJ. And, you know, a lot of us were like, hey, dude, we're going to have to figure out, you know, what we think about the F-16 because a lot of us already have it. So some people are on the fence about getting it. Like me, I'm on the fence, but, dude, I'm going to get it. Y'all know that. Lyndon Source at RCPlanereviewer, are we going to see more Draco videos from me? The answer is yes. My intention is to fly the Draco until it is tired and the wings fall off, right? I'm going to put that airplane through its paces. I spend $600 on that thing. I'm going to get my money's worth out of that airplane. I can assure you. Um, and we'll see how it does, man. It should be pretty good. It should be pretty good. I think it's going to be neat. And it looks like it did really well. Everybody seems to like it. So let's see. LJ Hobby Life, are you going to end up getting the F-16 80mm? What do you think about that, man? I'm definitely going to put out some more Draco videos. I'm not done with the Draco. I like it. I want to see how slow I can get it. I know I can get. I got that thing so slow, it literally was like dropping out of the air. It gets super duper slow. Let's see. My garage says, Jared, yes, it is. It goes right where you point it. Yeah, that 540 is something else. Mason Jackson says Skywing RC Laser 260. I saw that laser. It looks cool. Jeff Custom says until he sells it to him. Jeff, you know I'm gonna sell an airplane, dude. I tell you, I'm the world's worst for trying to keep a remote control airplane. I just can't do it, man. I run through airplanes too quick. You know, I literally run through the airplanes. Michael Ross said Draco videos are getting to be like Law and Order reruns on all the time. That reminds me of like my childhood, watching, not even my childhood, but just watching Law and Order and then going in there into the house and my dad sitting there watching Matlock or Murder, She Wrote or In the Heat of the Night, right? I used to go in there and I'm like, my dad has watched these videos 100 times over. He already knows what's going to happen. That is hilarious, dude. Oh, man, that's funny, dude. That's so funny. That is funny. Funny guy. Let's see. LJ Hobby Life says, I'm on the fence, too. $500 is rough. I think it's rough, man. I do. I honestly think it's a little steep. But do you guys think that that it was worth it, that the Draco was worth the money, right? You think it was worth the $600 that they actually charged, for that airplane? I want somebody somewhere who's inside of the hobby to actually tell us the true price one of these airplanes physically costs to produce, to make, and to get it over here, right? I just wonder what the true price is. Like, are we guessing? Like, is it $100, two, three, four, five? Like, what do you guys think? I wonder how much it literally costs for them to produce one airplane, right? Let's see. This will be fun. Chris Grit said, bottom line, all planes are fun. At this point, it's about what blows your skirt off. You're right, man. You're right. Jared Kirby said, absolutely, Chris Griff. Absolutely, sir. BD Tennessee said, Bobby, I sent 2 messages on Facebook. Where's my phone? I didn't get them. I'm not sure why. Let's take a look. Lyndon Stewart said, RCPlanereviewer, I'm looking forward to my Draco. It will be the first and only Draco RC plane in my country of Guyana. That's pretty cool, man. I think that's pretty neat. Hey, if you can do that, then shoot. You'll be doing it. Oh, I just got your message there. Oh, do you happen to have spare nose gear? Let's see. I'm 10 cents away. With something. Yeah, man, let me know. There's no problem at all. Hey, Brandon, do me a favor, man, and drop your link into the channel, dude. Drop it on in there. Let's see here. LJ Hobby Life says he thinks it's worth it. He thinks it's worth it. Yeah, man. I'm on the fence. Jeff's Customs RC, thank you, man, for stopping in, dude. We super really appreciate you. I definitely appreciate everything you do and all the insight and everything. You're a good guy, man, and I really appreciate all the hospitality that you've shown the channel. He's going to bed. Go to bed, man. LJ Hobby Life said, I think it's worth it. LJ said, the Draco is impressive. I think it is too. Michael said, it costs as much to ship than it is to build. Interesting. Nothing else like it. Chris says, yeah, I think so. I ordered the plug and play version. So when they say free shipping, it's really not free. It's already in the price. You're absolutely right, Michael. That's what gets me. I'm like, it feels good though that knowing that you don't, there's no additional cost on top of that. But yeah, they factor that stuff in there, and I'm quite sure, I know for a fact that they get a discounted rate when they ship. They have a contract with them, and they ship. It's already, but you're right, it's already included in the price. Um, and I'm looking forward to whatever Motion RC is going to come out with. Like I said, I think they're just holding their wild card in their hand, man, just waiting for all this E-flite craze to go off, right? Because E-flite came out with the Draco, right? Everybody went ballistic and nuts. Now they just came out with another left hook and hit everybody with the F-16, fully decked out, just fully decked out, looking excellent. So I think they hit a home run, and their timing was impeccable too, because they knew that they were super duper hot right now. And why would you not put out a new airplane when everybody's going crazy over the Draco? It got widely accepted. Everybody loves the detail and the scale, so everybody's gonna love the detail and the scale of the F-16. My thing is, as I said before, is I don't know if I'm gonna get it, man, because I got the Freewing 90 millimeter on 8S, and I mean, it's decked out just like that. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think I should go out and try it and get it and do a review of it? I mean, what do you want me to do? That's a very good question. Because if y'all are like, yeah, dude, get it, I want to see the review. I have a lot of people that send me messages and they're like, dude, I really appreciate your review on it, your insight, and yeah, you're the reason why I bought it. So I like to hear that, because it lets me know how I should go about, when I do my reviews and stuff like that. So I try to stay open to that too. I'm just like the rest of everybody else. I fly airplanes. I pay for my airplanes. I get them. I'm either happy or I'm sad or I crash it or I'm bummed out about it. And I try to let you guys know that, because, if I can save you guys a couple $100 at my expense, then by George, that's what we're going to do. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up over here. Let's see. Victor said, I like the looks of the new F-16. The price is normal for Horizon, but tax sucks. Yeah. So I do like the look. They did a good job with the look of it, for sure. They did an excellent job with the scale details, right? I just wish they made it bigger, man. I want a bigger EDF. I want an 80 millimeter that is like of good size. I want an 80 millimeter EDF that looks like it should be a 90 or a 105, right? Let's scale it out bigger. Let's make the wings bigger and lighten the wing load and keep the price down and make us happy. They could do that. Jared Kirby says it costs a fortune to ship anything, it seems like these days. Yeah, tell me about it, right? I sold a 45cc gasoline engine. I didn't pay attention and realized the seller was in Canada. So I box up the engine and everything, and I go hopping over there to the to the postal service, and I'm getting ready to send it priority mail, and they're like, "Boom, that's going to cost you $54." And I'm like, $54? I'm like, but the engine's only worth like $100. And they're like, yep, that's it. And I'm like, I'm going to take my engine back and I'm going to refund him his money. I mean, it's just shipping, is expensive, right? It's very expensive. So I guess it's the cost of doing business. BD Tennessee says, Vic, I agree. Taxes are another cost to figure. If I buy someplace, then no tax. Yeah. Hey, you guys tell me, where are the states where there's no tax, right? Like, where are they at? Because I can tell you, I'm in North Carolina, and buddy, they will tax you hard here. I think we have one of the highest gas taxes you can get. That is for sure. Jared said, let's see. Jared, that's a fact. Only way around is a flat rate UPS box. Yeah, man. It's true. And that's what I use. I use a flat rate UPS box, and they still hit me in the mouth for $54. And I'm like, I'm just going to refund this thing. And that's what I did. I apologized to him and said, look, I'm so sorry, but so let's see. Lyndon said, RC Plan Reviewer, with all the technology and the brainchild of Mike Petty, I think the cost is awesome. Yeah, somebody told me too that they're paying him royalties, and that was also a factor why the price was a little higher than what was normal. And so that's awesome. I'm all for that, man. I mean, like, yeah, he made this airplane and he allowed them to laser it and then make it in production. I mean, I'm good with that. I think that's great. I think that's great. BD Tennessee said, where in the heck is Jeff NC? I just talked to Jeff NC, and I'm like, dude, right before we started this, and I'm like, hey, man, where you at? And he's like, oh, shoot, I'm doing laundry. So Jeff is doing laundry right now, making sure that he has clean clothes. And I'm going to call him up right now and say, Jeff, where are you at? The people are looking for you. That's what I'm going to do. This will be fun. I have to tell him I got him on speakerphone before so he doesn't say anything inappropriate because, you know, everybody's got that friend. Let's see. This will be funny. If he answers the phone. He probably knows I'm trying to call. This is funny. Jeff's a good dude, man. He's just as crazy as I am about the hobby and about flying. Oh, I didn't get him. He'll call me back. He's good about that. Or I bet he knows I'm calling. He'll probably try to pop on here. Watch. So let's see here. We'll keep answering some of the questions. LJ Hobby Life said, wait for the used market. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, dude, you're going to see a lot of these Dracos pop up. Like, you are. You'll probably see one of my Dracos pop up. Let's see, Jared, COVID times changed the shipping part upside down. Yeah, you know, we're rebounding from the COVID. I'm ready to put that behind us and you know, and move forward with that. So it looks like it's doing. I know my state of North Carolina, they just dropped the mask. Almost. They're almost there. So pretty soon you won't have to wear it. Like I think in like next month they're gonna say you don't have to wear it or something like that. So everybody's taking the shot, or they're doing their own thing, and they're just gonna roll the dice. So Jetman said Motion RC will release this old airplane, the Bison. I saw the Bison. Did you guys see that? What do y'all think about the Bison? What do you think about that? I also think that the market for STOL airplanes is pretty flooded too, right? Like they're gonna have to get on to something else, man, or they're gonna lose the attention of the masses. Chris said, Bobby, when I get it done, I'll sell you a complete composite C-130, my own design from scratch, in the mold stages right now. Hey, you let me know, man, and you give me an affordable price, affordable price, and you got you a solid buyer right here, sir, for sure. Yep. Victor said, waiting for the 105 T45 from Banana Hobby too, even if it's $1,200 for the plug and play. So, you know what? $1,200 for the giant size airplanes, the 105s. I don't think that's too far off because there's a lot. That's a lot of airplane. It's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of technology in those airplanes. And, you know, they're going a little above and beyond. You're getting brakes with that thing. You're getting all kinds of value that you would normally get in a turbojet. So, yeah, it's foam. The majority of it's foam. But you're getting a lot of bang for the buck there. So, you know, I'm still on the fence about the HSD. I want one. I saw Pilot Ryan's video on the HSD 262. We all knew it was awesome anyway. So, I was not surprised at that. So, I was surprised to see the other F-16 come out. I was surprised to see the E-Flight come out with the F-16. I was surprised and bummed at the same time. I was like, oh, another F-16. But you know, let's see, Bobby. My 2 cents is pass on the E-Flight 80mm F-16 since you know and love the 90. Hold your cards to see what the vendors have cooking. Yeah, Jeff, you're right, man, and that was kind of my take on it. You're right, Jeff. I literally, that was my whole thought process, and that's actually what I told um, Tim at Raleigh Hobby Shop over at RaleighHobbyShop.com. Um, I told him that I was like, man, I think I'm gonna sit out this one, kind of like how I sit out on the Griping, and so I feel like I have a pretty good gut feeling on airplanes to sit out on and ones to pounce on. So far I'm 1-0. I pounced on the MiG 29, and mine just happened to not be one that didn't have any issues. So, but hey, everybody else got a pretty good one that flies pretty good. So I'll get another one once they get the kinks worked out. I promise you that. I promise you that. Hey, Motion RC might be holding their cards back because they're fixing whatever issues they had with the MiG 29. We don't know. I know that was a very expensive airplane for them to build because I spoke to the owner and he told me that. Tom told me, he said, and that airplane was super expensive to make, produce, and they were not sure how it was going to do in the market. And they were blown away by how many people bought that airplane and how many people spent over $600 for it. So they were blown away. And that's a fact. Let's see. BD Tennessee said, Bobby, nah, get to the post office. They got huge boxes, and it's one price. If it ships, it ships. Man, I went to the post office, and those suckers told me $54. It hurt my feelings, man. I thought I was going to go bebopping in there and pay like, what is that 18 bucks or whatever? No, sir. Not to Canada. Not to Canada. So let's see. Jared Kirby says, if I was going to sell a plane right now, I'd have to do a local pickup. Yeah. When I sell airplanes, I either do local pickup. I used to ship them on Greyhound buses, man. But even that has gotten expensive. You know, it's like $100 or something. But I'll do it, and I know how to do it very well. But I used to ship like 30 to 40 airplanes a year by Greyhound bus. But you know, those people at the Greyhound station, man, I don't know what they do to those boxes, but they're pretty rough, man. They manhandle those boxes, so you have to build a legit crate. So I started doing that, going to Home Depot, building actually wooden crates that you could probably lay down on, jump up and down on, and it would survive. So LJ Hobby Life said, not the huge market for Draco, but for the F-16. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to see those F-16s. People are going to get them and either really love how it flies or not like how it flies. And here's another thing I'll say about E-flite, why they're so smart, right? They're taking an F-16 that flies good already. A lot of people are scared of it, but they're throwing in safe mode. They're throwing in the AS3X into it, and they're making a good flying airplane even better. So that's the beauty behind it. That, and me and Jeff were talking about that. We were like, you know, it makes it that much more fun to fly, but it makes it less stressful to fly too. It just takes that edge off. Like on a windy day, it makes it a less windy day, you know, when you're flying with that. So is it a crutch? No, it's not a crutch because I've been flying without AS3X, but way before that was even a thing, or gyros. But I think that it's neat that they did that and that they can incorporate that into a lot of their new models. Like I flew it with the Draco. I flew the Draco in like 12 to 50 mile an hour winds, and it's not recommended, but I was able to do it because AS3X was sitting there fighting, doing the fight for me up there, and I was sitting there giggling and laughing and having a great time. Oh man, I said giggling. Yeah, I giggle. Let's see. Bobby, we're having a fly-in Saturday in Lenore. Yeah, Jared Kirby, I know, man. And look, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, actually. So I won't even be in the area, sir. And I am bummed out about that because I wanted to go. Everybody's inviting me out to these things, and I always have something that pops up. So let's see. Buddy flying the HSD F-16. It's huge. I wouldn't mind that. Right. You shipping to Canada. No wonder. Yeah. Look, Canada's not that far, dude. They're an ally, man. They're a buddy of ours, right? They're supposed to be like, hey, it's cool. We're going to give you a discounted rate because we do business. No. They were like, no. And I was like, come on, man. I was like, if somebody attacks you, we're going to come save you, right? They were like, nah, we're going to need that shipping cost. I'm like, but we used to be buddies. And they were like, we remember you guys tried to invade us way back in the day. So they didn't forget. And so that's why we're paying high fees. High fees. What's going on, George, over there at RC? Oh, man. Ghost RCP. What is going on, man? I'm telling you. I love it. I love it. Lyndon Stewart said, what's the cost of the F-16? F-16, they have an ARF Plus for like 369, and then the other one is like what, 400 bucks? I think it's more than 400, 499. Let's see here. I'll tell you right now. So, you want to see how much it is, and I will share the screen. Craig Bevan, thanks for stopping in, man. I'm glad you did, dude. Seriously. Here, I'll share my screen with you guys, and you can see for yourself. So, boom. This is what they're asking for right here. $499 for this airplane. Or you can get the R Plus version right here, which has the servos in there. You just basically buy your own ducted fan and throw it in there. And then boom, you're done. So let's click on it and see what we get. Let's see what details they have. And there you go. So you can get it bond and fly, basic with safe select for $499. And I mean, let's look at some of the specs on this thing. Now my thing is, it looks really small to me, right? My 90 millimeter is so big that it's bothering me how small it is. You'll notice it doesn't have any flaps, but none of them do, so that's why it's scale. It has the 6S 2100 kV brushless 100 amp ESC, smart ESC, of course. It's got the Spectrum AR637TA full telemetry receiver in there. That's going to be cool with the NX radio that I have. And it's got the tricycle retractable landing gear. We all know that. And it's got digital metal geared, 9 metal geared servos in there. So, and they're rolling with the V2 80 millimeter FMS fan in that thing. So that's what it's got. Hey, let's take a look at it. Forget about it. Let's watch it. Get some sound up. The music's not that great. That's pretty cool. All right, man. I had to stop watching that, dude. It was making me want it. Golly. But so you guys saw it right there, right? It's got good. It looks like it flies pretty good, man. I mean, it looks pretty good. So you're talking 499, $500. And somebody says, I wonder why they didn't offer plug and play for the F-16. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, Chris Griff, thank you, man. Thank you guys for stopping in. I really appreciate it. We're gonna run a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna call this thing to quits. But yeah, so you guys saw the video. What do you guys think about it, right? Like, what do y'all think about it? It was pretty good. I liked it a lot. And the video of it, it looks like it had unlimited vertical. It had tons of power. So I think Freewing has a plastic nose cone. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm glad if it is. I hope it is plastic because the foam ones, man, they don't hold up. And Lyndon Source at RCPlanereviewer, would you recommend the F-16 for an intermediate RC pilot as his first EDF jet? No, sir, I would not. No, it will bite you if you're not paying attention. They fly really good, but that needs to be like your second or third jet, man. And I would say third jet, unless you go with like the 70 millimeter or something like that. But yeah, that needs to be your second or third, because it's one of those it gets small, it's very fast, and so yeah, Ghost RC, he told you, he said no, man. I would definitely have to say it's not. Hey guys, I'm heading to bed. Hey, have a good one, dude. Thank you, Jared Kirby. I appreciate it, man. I need a vacation. It's been a long year, and you know, going on vacation. Gonna have our me and my wife are gonna have our anniversary. And 12 years of hard time, well deserved. So hard time, like it's a sentence, but no, it'll be good, and a break will be nice. So, but yep, absolutely, Lyndon Stewart. It will not be a good jet to have. I will say that. So, but anyway, guys, we've been rolling for about an hour and 17 minutes, and I think it's that time. I think let's see if we covered all the topics that I had laid out. Let's see, we covered Raleigh Hobby. Don't forget to check out those good folks over there at RaleighHobbyShop.com. I can't talk I can't talk any more about those guys because they are so good and they do a really good job, and like they're just down to earth people. It's exactly what you think a hobby shop should be. You go in there and there's airplanes hanging from the roof. There's airplanes galore. They have every part and thing that you could ever want. So if you're looking for parts that you don't have at your local hobby shop, call those dudes and they will mail it to you. And also let them know that you saw it on my channel, man. So they're like, hey, cool, it's nice that I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, totally for free. It's a shameless plug, but these guys are good, and I do not mind speaking very well and passing good people along to other good people. So they really are a stand-up group over there, and I really like them. So I wouldn't push them or support them if I didn't think they were. But I didn't talk about the Freewing 90 high performance that I have. You can't see it because my chair's in the way, but it's sitting right there. And it's going to be the next thing that I do a review on. That's the high performance one. It's not the stock one. So that sucker's putting out 9.5 pounds of thrust and weighs in at like 7.5 pounds. So it ought to be fun. Super stoked about doing the video on that one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to this time because I'm going on vacation, and I plan on propping my feet up and sitting there watching the ocean. So that's what I plan on doing. But that's the one that's going to be coming up. Give you guys a sneak peek on that one. We talked about the Draco Overload. Everybody's pretty much topped off on it. They think it's a cool plane, or they think it's an ugly plane, and they think that it flies amazing and it's a fun time, or they think that it's just so boring, another top wing airplane. I beg to differ because I think that it flies completely different than anything that I've ever flown, and I've flown Cubs, clip wing Cubs, Golly, a ton. Cessnas, twin Cessnas. I've flown them all, and man, I'm telling you, it flies completely different, and it is a lot of fun. So if it's not your cup of tea, stick by that, and it's not your cup of tea, man. This is what it is. We also, if you have any questions, man, go ahead, fire off a question if you got one right now before we punch out. But yeah, I'm getting ready to shut this thing down. And Lennon Stewart, you're welcome, buddy. Oh, Hamilton Hanger just slid on in here. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Ghost agreed. He said the F-16 is a good third jet. After a lot of hours on the EDF, trust us, saves you tons of money. He's right, man. He's right. The F-16 is a good third jet, man. You just need to. It's fast. It's very agile, and it's made to do. It's an air superiority fighter, so it's gonna be very, very quick on the sticks, and it lands completely different too. It lands nice. You saw how it came in kind of high alpha. You have to be able to, know how to do that in order for that to work. So, but yeah, man. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, Brandon. You're wanting to set up the NX radio up so you can activate the rear light when you activate rear thrust. Oh, that's cool. I don't know how to do that. I do not know how to do that. So I'm gonna have to crack open the book and take a look at it. LG Hobby Life said he's punching out, guys. He's going to bed, dude. It's late. It's almost 11 o'clock here. So let's see. Hamilton Hanger said, okay, maybe not. What's going on, Hamilton, man? I'm good that you popped in, dude. I'm glad you popped in there. And we had a full house here earlier. Everybody's going to bed, man. The late show is winding down. I super appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out with us. Thursday nights. Don't forget to check out Jeff's Custom RC. Good dude, good friend. Don't forget to check out Hamilton's Hanger. Good dude, good friend, good content. Don't forget to check out LJ Hobby Life. Very good. Pilot Ryan. GB Linden's channel. Gooniac. You can't forget Gooniac. He puts out a good quality product. And also, those fiery booties are amazing. So don't forget to check him out. And guys, if you want, drop your link into the channel. I have no problem doing it. And guys, thanks again for checking us out, hanging out. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Hamilton, you didn't miss it, dude. You're still popped in here, man. You made it. You made it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. It has been a wonderful time. Talked about the little micro timber back there. We're gonna do a maiden on that thing and just have a ball, man. Small stuff's fun because it's cheap. It's fun because it flies good, and it's fun because if you tear it up, who cares? It is what it is. So, with that said, get some air under your wings and be safe out there. It's a rough world, apparently. And you guys have a great night. Y'all take care.